Hello folks, Jamie from Randomise User here, asking if the long wait for the Long Dark story mode is really coming to an end, here in spring 2017. The answer is probably... yeah, I know. If you go to the Long Dark website, thelongdark.com, in the next couple of weeks, you'll probably see something like this. It's a countdown to something, but at time of making this video, they haven't said what. Here in the UK, the countdown points to something happening on Thursday, May the 4th, 6 PM. In the US, that places it late morning, early afternoon, probably about the time people are banging on about well-known intellectual property Star Wars. So, is this actually the launch of Story Mode? Well, Hinterland Studios have asked for a lot of goodwill over the last year or so, with the original release date for Story Mode being in the spring of last year. But they've been around long enough to know to tread carefully, and not to be seen trolling or deceiving anyone, so I doubt this is just going to be a false alarm. As a side note, shout out to the Long Dark community, which has reacted relatively well over the years when reacting to delays and gaps between news updates. But if this isn't Story Mode, it would have to be a fairly major thing to make up for that. Now, we're not at home to wild speculation. Actually, let me put that another way. We are at home to wild speculation. So here's 4 possible things that could happen on May the 4th. Number 1. They announced the Long Dark for the Switch. Very unlikely, wrong sort of game. And the indie games on the Switch announced so far are generally tried and tested, already finished games. So, I'm ruling that one out and never mentioning it again. Number 2. They announced the actual release date of Story Mode. This is way more likely, but again, could be seen as a bit of a piss take, given the secrecy of the whole thing. However, perhaps Hinterland is gambling that the excitement of knowing the exact date will outweigh any backlash, especially if they bundle in some exciting additional news, such as they announced the Long Dark for the Switch. Oh, wait, sorry. Number 3. The final SANDBOX update is launched. This is what many folks on Steam and Reddit are guessing, mainly because, when the countdown was launched, Hinterland themselves posted that there would be one more SANDBOX update coming out before Story Mode launched, and that they'd reveal more details about that soon. But why have a mysterious countdown to the latest SANDBOX update, right there on the main shop window for the game? Without revealing the contents of the update, it can't be aimed at people who haven't bought the game. Where's the PR value in that? I suggest this deliberate mystery and encouraging of hype, designed to get people talking, is not because they're adding cooking to the sandbox, or whatever. It doesn't really make sense. There's also the question of the beta preview. A previous major updates have had a soft beta launch to iron out bugs on the beta branch. But that means they'll be putting a lot of faith in the beta being wrapped up by that precise May the 4th date. So, I don't know. Number 4. It really is Story Mode. 6 PM UK time is a very popular launch time of day for games on Steam. Just saying. Number 5. Look, we've spun this out long enough already, can we just stop? The video's probably already out of date by now anyway. Bye.